Okay, so I'm Silas A. Michael, and this is yet another tutorial for you to learn photo retouching in Photoshop. Okay, so the first thing I'll be doing on this image is to size. Yes, is to size. So I use Instagram size 4 by 5 to crop rather. So I use Instagram size 4 by 5. So I will drag to fit. It might give you some border on the edges, but don't worry, just make sure content aware is checked, then click OK, and that will be filled automatically, those borders. And yes, that's there, you have it. The next thing is I remove blemishes, pimples and the likes. Yes, so that is the next thing I do on my image. And after doing that, I go to camera raw filter to do some basic adjustments. Yes, camera raw filter helps you work on raw files and then enhancing your image before adding any external color lookup or color lots or color adjustments. So yes, camera raw filter are basically for adjustments, colors, lighting and the likes. It's just like an alternative for Lightroom. Yes. So I do my basic adjustments and there I'm done with that. So that's my basic adjustments. Then after doing that, I just come back to my image. I love zooming in just to be sure that nothing is wrong with the quality of my image. And I'm going to do the background cleanup because I'll be um, selecting the subject now. So that is it. Select the subject. So go to select, click on subject, and you have your subject selected. Then you can click on add layer mask. So when you add layer mask, you go to your click on that layer mask, then you can do some basic edges adjustment, feathers and the like. So you do that. So the next thing I do is I duplicate the background layer, so I can fill the background. Do you understand? So I will fill the background using the color from the image background. Yes, fill the background, choose color. So you can fill pressing shift backspace or fill or right click after selecting your rectangular marquee tool, then fill. Then you choose the background color. Then that's how you fill. Then you can change the opacity. Now I don't like my background being empty, so I'm going to add something to just make it look more, alive. Something simple, nothing complex. I'm not doing manipulation in this. So that is how what I'm trying to say. So I just go to my layer style, then I added drop shadow. So layer style, right click on your layer, then you bring out your layer style, add your drop shadow, then you can play around with your settings. So that is how I get this. So layer style, drop shadow, and yeah, I just played around with my settings, and that's how I get this. And yes, that's the result right there. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play my frequency separation action. So frequency separation action, I know if you're watching this and you don't know how to use frequency separation, okay, um I'll be making a separate video on how to create a frequency separation action, but not this one. So that is a frequency separation action already played. So I'm going to be blending my skin now, doing my mixing my skin and retouching. So I don't want this video to be too long, so I will just skip the painting aspect. I'll just skip the painting aspect and just brush. Choose my mixer brush tool. Now take note of my mixer brush settings. I use 21, 21. This is the most important part of the video. I use 21, 21, 21, 0, 0. So 21 on all of the factors, then that's mix, flow, uh, and the other two, 21, 21. Then brush stroke, I use 0, Then sample or layer, because I love painting on empty layers, so I can remove or change the opacity of each painted part of the body. So if I'm painting for my hand, I create an empty layer. If I'm painting for my neck, I create an empty layer. Painting for any part of the body, I create an empty layer. So I can adjust them independently. That is how I do my own painting. So I make sure every aspect of the skin is painted, is well mixed. Yes, so I can have an all-round smooth skin. So that's it. I make sure every part of, even the parts you won't notice, I'll make sure they are well painted. Okay, so you can see now that I'm going to activate the texture. So that is it. You can see after painting, that's the result after painting. So I reduced the opacity of my frequency separation. You might not do that, but I just do that to see how much I have done, how much repair I have done to the skin. So my brush settings, like I said, my mixer brush setting is the most important thing. So after that, I come to my selected, the empty layer I painted on in my frequency separation, and I'm going to blur it. So my blur ratio is all radius is always around 1.5. Now my reason for blurring that paint, like you can see now, my reason for blurring is to review the texture on the real skin. Is to review the texture on the real skin. I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I mean by that. So this helps you review texture. It softens the paint, the mixture of frequency separation, then it reviews texture on the real skin, the main skin. That's the main image beneath the frequency separation layer. So I do that for all of the empty layer that I painted on. So there will be uniformity across all skin areas. So that is what I do here. So I just do all that, then done. We are done. So let's have an overall look of what we did. Okay, so you can see the texture. You can see how well detailed it is. There's texture on every part of the skin, every part of the skin. So that actually works well. It works like magic. You can see there's texture on every part of the skin. So the next thing is I played my eye cleaning action. I played my eye cleaning action. So to create this is very simple because I want to paint. I want to clean the eyeball, the white part of the eyeball. So to create this is very simple. Just select your curves layer. Yes, just select your curves, then invert, then you just paint on your eye white area, and you reduce opacity or increase opacity based on your preference. That one is very, very easy. So that's it. I'm done with that. That's it. So the next thing I merged the frequency separation layer and I duplicated it because I want to do some adjustments on the edited image, the retouched image. Good. So I will be sharpening the image, that's adding texture. So I go to filter, sharpen on sharp mask. Then yes, there you have it. I said I do set my amount radius to 2 to 2.3, then amount to 69 to 100, between 69 and 100. It's just to add a little sharpness to my image. Texture, let me call it. That's pulse texture. So why I use on mask, um, sharpen on mask is because it reveals the texture. It give details to the test to the it give details to the pulse on the faces. That is why I use that. This is the overall before and overall after. You can see that. So basically, my brush settings actually did most of the job. That's my emphasis. So now I want to match the color, the skin color, every aspect of the skin. I want to match the color. That's what I want to do here now. So I want to do color match. So to do color match, just go to image. Make sure you have your selected skin parts that you want to use to create a uniform skin color around your image. So that's what I did. You select a small portion of your skin that the color is okay, then you use it as a color match for all part of your image, all part of your skin. That's what I mean. So that is what I'm doing now. I want to color match the whole skin so they will be uniform. So there won't be discoloration in one part and the other part well colored. That is what I'm trying to do here. So I'm still selecting the skin, then yeah, that's it. Still doing the skin selection. Okay, so done selecting the skin and yeah. So I added a color action. So the color action is very simple. Just go to your gradient map, then select the orange. Select orange. Yes, select orange, then you reduce your opacity, control your opacity, invert, then paint on your skin. That is what I just did. So the color action is basically gradient. Yeah, it's just basically gradient map of orange and white color. So when you use gradient map of orange and white color, it will give you a very rich skin tone, just like you are seeing now. It will give you a very rich skin tone. You can see the before and after. So I'm increasing the opacity of the gradient map. So yeah, as you can see, that's a good job. I'm sorry the voiceover is like this. I should have done the audio with the video once and for all. That was my mistake, but I need to add an audio. You can see the overall before and overall after. Now imagine achieving this on just one image in 15 minutes or less than 15 minutes, because this is definitely less than 15 minutes. This is less than 15 minutes. So that's how we achieve this skin. That's how we achieve this skin. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. So I'm trying to paint it off the hair. Thank you for watching this video. So I'm trying to remove the color grading from the hair. So I just invert, then select your brush tool and make sure black is your foreground color. Then you can remove it from your hair and your eyelid as well. So thank you so much. I really appreciate. Thank you for watching through. Thank you for not thank you for not thinking of the voiceover. Thank you for watching till the end. I really appreciate you. I remain Silas and your friend Michael, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.